Today we are talking about the scientific method, and to help me with that, I have Phoebe. Hi, Phoebe.
Hi.
Phoebe, can you tell me the first step in the scientific method?
It is to ask a question.
Ask a question. It must be testable. Good job. What's the second step?
To research.
Research, to learn more about the topic. Good job. What's the next step?
Form a hypothesis.
That's a hard word to say. Form a hypothesis. What do you think will happen? If blank, then I think blank will happen, right? What's the next step in the scientific method?
Conduct an experiment.
Conduct an experiment. So make a plan, include multiple trials, and consider variables. What's the next step in the scientific method?
To collect data.
Collect data. Says use notes and photos and measurements, tables and drawings. What's the next step in the scientific method?
To analyze your data.
Analyze your data, to use a graph and see what you notice. What is the last step in the scientific method?
Write a conclusion.
Write a conclusion. What was your hypothesis? Was it correct? Was your hypothesis correct? And what does your data mean? Good job. So today, in order to help us better understand the scientific method, we're going to do the Skittles experiment. Do Skittles dissolve faster in hot water or cold water? What do you think, Phoebe?
I think the cold water.
You think the cold water? So now which one is cold and which one is hot?
This is the hot one and this is the cold one.
Okay, perfect. Go ahead and put your Skittles in the water. Start stirring. Good job. While she's stirring, I want to talk about another thing called deductive versus inductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning is the opposite of deductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning makes a broad generalization from specific observation. Even if the premises are true in a statement, inductive reasoning allows for the conclusion to be false. So Phoebe, what do you think is happening as you're stirring?
Well, this one is smaller and this one is a teensy bit harder than the other.
So do you think the warm water is working or the hot water?
I think the warm water is.
So far the warm water is working better than the cold water. So the variables in this experiment are the water temperature. The independent variables are the water temperature. The dependent variables are the time it takes to dissolve the Skittle. The controlled variable is the water volume speed of the stirring. Okay, what's our conclusion of this experiment, Phoebe?
That the warm water works better to dissolve the Skittle than the cold.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help. Bye.